Hi everybody, first live stream ever, and no one's here to what? Hi everybody, hopefully someone comes in. First live stream ever, we'll see, and no one's here to what? Hi everybody, what I wanted to do is read some questions, first live stream, some questions ever, sort of live, see, and no one's here to what? Hi everybody, what I wanted to do is read some questions, first live stream, some questions ever, sort of live, see, and no one's here. Current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to do is read some questions, hit me up on the chat, sort of live, see, current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, sort of live, see, current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, sort of live, see, it's working. Current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, sort of live, see, it's working. Current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, sort of live, see, it's working. Current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, sort of live, see, it's working. Current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, so this one I always think is current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, so this one I always think is current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, so this one I always think is current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, so this one I always think is current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, so this one I always think is current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, so this one I always think is current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, so this one I always think is current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, so this one I always think is current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, so this one I always think is current viewers, hi everybody, what I wanted to read some questions, hit me up on the chat, so this one I always think is current viewers, hi everybody, very close to the surface, hit me up on the chat, so this one I always think is current viewers. We don't want that to be close to the surface, the pipes underneath, so I said to him, why don't you use 20mm staples, which are thinner staples, so there'll only be 14mm actually in the chipboard, so they'll be thinner, but they still hold the ply down if you're going to apply it. But anyway, he just wanted to know if it would be okay, and it will be okay, but if he's worried about bouncing, then you're going to get extra bounce with that. So this guy said, MG said, your vids are excellent, but in this install, should you have ironed the edge so the carpet can be fixed solid and flat to the adhesive spray? So this is the like natural carpet that I put down, and I did spray it and rub it on, but I don't really want to iron it. So iron it, what he meant was, because I didn't actually know what he meant by iron it, is basically you rub your bolster over it. Now, when I was taught to fit just normal carpets, the guy who taught me actually used the back of a wooden hammer to rub it on the gripper. So this gripper with this natural doesn't actually have any hooks, so you don't need to rub it on. And I've sprayed it and I've pushed it down, and you don't really want to be rubbing it with something metal, because it is a woven piece of grass, especially if you hit it as well too hard, you can break the fibres up, and rubbing it sort of breaks the fibres up, especially with something metal. I mean, hand's fine, so that's why I wouldn't suggest doing that with a natural carpet, especially seagrass. Seagrass will sort of break up. So there's that one. 7 people. 7 people. Alright, anyway. Is the Mozart S2 worth the money, mate? So this question comes up quite a bit. So let me just find my knife. So my knife, where is it? This is my knife. So this is a used sort of gluey Mozart knife, and I think they're around £45 each. So it's pretty good. I mean, you have to undo this wheel here. Right, you undo this wheel, and it opens up, and you turn it, and it's sort of like on a spring. And inside, you normally have like a spring there, where you can put all your blades, but it only holds 5, so I pulled that spring out so I can get more blades in it. So, it's okay. It's a nice knife. I was quite afraid to sort of like get it dirty at first because of the price, but it's alright. I only used one. My other knife is my sort of Irwin little one, and I like these little ones because you can get right in. So when I'm doing cap and coves, which are, you know, the vinyl goes up the walls, I use these little ones to go cut up. Okay, so they're okay. They're okay. These ones are very hard to get hold of. You can only get them on eBay now. They used to sell them everywhere, but now they sort of like discontinued them. So they're alright. But like I said, the Mozart's alright. And here's my other one. So I've got this one. It's brand spanking new. And I'm not going to use it until that one gets wrecked. But I will open it for you now. So there you go. There's the container. And you get the knife, and in here you get a little piece of paper, and it sort of tells you basically about the blade holders and stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's a blade, basically. So then, and this is pretty cool, you know, this little holder. But you get this little sheath. So there's a little sheath here. It's got like little connectors, and that connects to these little blobs here. You push it in, and it clicks, and that holds it in place. Okay. So yeah. I mean, that's alright. But the thing with this, like where do you put that? Do you put that in your pocket? I mean, that's not a proper holder, is it? That won't go on your belt. How is that go on your belt? It's something for nothing, isn't it? So what I got, okay, and that is, let me just take this off. Basically what I've got is I've got this. So this is sort of like a leather holster, alright? And inside here is this little piece of plastic, so that's in there. So when I put my knife in, it does actually go into that little holster, and you can see it clips in. So it's in there, but that's the only way you can have it. You couldn't have it on your belt. So I mean, they're alright, worth the price. I suppose if you're using it every day, which we are, yes, it's worth the price, but if you haven't got that money to spend on a blade, I mean, just get like a dolphin knife. And the dolphin knives are like 10-15 quid, aren't they? You know, dolphin, shark, all those sort of like little ones. They're okay. You know. What we don't use is retractable knives, and that's because you can sort of like cut yourself with retractable knives. They can go in while you're cutting. So we like fixed blades. Fixed blades aren't move, so they're solid and they're not retractable. You know, retractable. It's whatever you feel comfortable, really. You know, I like these little ones, and I feel comfortable with them. So yeah, great fun. So thumbs up for this one. You know, the Mozart. But thumbs down for this little thing. Like how they should do a proper holster for it, really. You know, one way you can attach it to your belt. That's the only thing what lets it down, is that. I mean, you're not gonna keep this in your pocket every time you use it. If you're using it all the time, this is gonna get lost. You know, I nearly lost the other one on the job. So there you go. Alright, rant over. Sorry guys about that. Yep. Tough and hard wearing carpets, which is talk about the sizes. but they certainly do take the edge off your blades. They do. You go for a lot of blades. Sweeney Todd blades are okay, but I find that they snap too quickly. We tend to use Stanleys. They're alright, they're pretty good. Or we use a place called R&M, which is near where I live, and we use their own. So they're manufactured, don't know where, but they got their own branding. And they bend, they don't snap. They're very rare to snap anyway, those blades. Same with that, I like the Concavians that they make as well, because the very tip of the Concavian, let me show you the very tip. Hey, D! Thanks very much, my very first comment. From Ireland. Good one. Thanks for all the videos I've been watching for a while now. Cool. I'm glad people like videos, you know. I only do this really to give back because I watch YouTube all the time. It's one of my favourite things to do. I kind of don't watch TV anymore. I just watch YouTube. I mean, everybody's on TikTok and all that. I'm on TikTok as well, but not much. So anyway, I watch loads of things. I mean, I've rebuilt gearboxes, fixed things. I mean, I've fixed computers, I've fixed PlayStation, Xbox, and all that. And a lot of videos I watch on YouTube sort of help me understand the workings of things. I love to know about the workings of things, so that's why I do it. And like I said, I make these videos not to make money. I only made a penny. Well, I have actually. I had a donation. On my channel, so I've got a donation sort of thing. I had some money off a chap who wanted to buy me a beer, and I had a beer with the money, so that was quite nice. But yeah, YouTube hasn't monetized me, even though there's adverts that you see all over YouTube, but I don't get a penny of that. Not until I have 1,000 subscribers, so that's what I'm aiming for, and that's why I keep pushing. Subscribe, because loads of people that watch me aren't even subscribed. Loads of them. And it don't cost a penny to subscribe, but what? You know, I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to beg you. Well, I am begging you, but there you go. So anyway, back to what I was saying, but thanks D. Yeah. So the blades that I get from Sweeney Todd, the very tip, so the very tip of these concave blades breaks off. When you're just cutting anything, so if you're cutting ply with it, they just break off like 3 foot into the cut. They break off, so it drives me nuts. So I've got my new boss to get me some of these R&M blades, which are their own make of blades that R&M make, and the tips don't break. So yeah, I'm not very happy with the Sweeney Todd ones. I don't know if it's that batch or what, but there you go. So that's why I decided to go for those. Anyway. Alright, let's carry on. Alright, let's have a look. So this here is really annoying. Alright? So these comments here are for a naughty website. Okay? And they really annoy me. So how can I get rid of them? Yes, I can. Remove. So I'm going to remove them because people come on and put naughty websites on my comments, which is so annoying. Right, anyway, are you using a 25 kilobyte bag of Portland cement with skimmer latex or skimcrete floor leveler or skimmer latex? And I replied to that one. I use a lot of Stopgap 1200. It's quality, like I said, quality latex. I love it because it goes over adhesive residues. Now, wait a minute. Just wondering whether you prefer to cut a carpet with a hook blade or a straight blade. Also, how do you cut a carpet without marking the skirting boards? Thanks, Chris. Hey, Chris. Thanks very much. looks like you're nuts. All
Christmas
Christmas are nuts.
It depends on the carpet, really. I mean, if there's a thin carpet, then cutting it with a hook blade is sort of a must, because if you have a thin carpet and you're pulling it back and using a straight blade, you can easily slip with it. You know, if it's cheap carpet. But yeah, it's very hard. It really depends on what carpet it is, really. But I do like using the blade. It's so much quicker. But there is someone on my firm now who I haven't been out with, who apparently can fit with a straight blade just as quick as a hook blade. But I would like testing that. So I would like challenge him to a duel of the hook blades and the straights. But yeah, you know, if it's a really expensive carpet, then I'll just use a straight blade all over, because if it's expensive carpet, it's expensive house. And I don't want to, like say, you can scratch skirtings. Most of the time, I make a judgment on how old the skirtings are, how soft they are, and if they've just been painted. If they've just been painted, straight blade all the way. If they're really soft, straight blade. If they've been down a long time and the skirtings are nice and dry and not soft, quite hard, been painted 50,000 times, then hook blade all the way. And same as if it's a brand new build, even though it's new skirtings, but they're MDF. So MDF skirtings, those nice smooth MDF skirtings that are pre-painted, it would glide lovely on that. Oh, they're lovely. So yeah, hook blade on that. But then obviously when you get to the corners, go straight again. I do know a fitter who never uses a straight blade. He uses a hook blade, everything. Even the corners, even cutting out the little ear in that corner. How does he do it with a blade? I have no idea, but he promises me he's never touched a straight blade. But what about the door bar? Hook blade all the way. What? Apparently he's only ever had one box of straight blades in his life, but I've never seen him do it. But there you go. So thanks for the question, Chris. I'm hoping the stream's alright. Alright, let's go down to here. Okay, I was saying about the stopgap 1200. It's really good because it goes over adhesive residues, and adhesive residues is basically old glue. So when there's an old glue down, this latex, you don't need to prime it, because if you prime it, it will reactivate the glue, and then it will go stodgy, and then nothing will grab to it, because it will just go into that glue, and then you pull it up. You don't want that. So the 1200 will go down without any priming, and it won't bubble, and it will go in, and it will hold fast. It's quite a soft latex, because you don't want anything strong, because if you've got like glue down, you have something really strong. Just grab that glue and pull it up. And you don't want to pull it up. You want it to just go around it, sort of mulch around it, and sort of encapsulate it. So there's a word for it. Encapsulate. Go around and grab it. Okay. And that's what that is. There's another latex that we've been using a lot. This new place I'm at. They use Ardedex NA. So Ardedex NA is sort of a staple for an industry. Everyone sort of loves it. They call it yellow bag. But yeah, NA's alright, and that can go down with adhesive residues. But that's from Ardedex. Now the stopgap 1200 is obviously made by stopgap, so that's sort of like the difference between the two. So they're different manufacturers make different things. So yeah. I mean, there's loads of different latexes that you can use by different manufacturers. But what you got to do is you got to read on about them. I mean, they wouldn't make 20 different latexes if one could do everything, because one can't do everything. There isn't one latex that can fix every flaw. You've got to sort of figure out what your problem is, what your flooring is. So there's a new concrete out called Untitled, and this anhydrate. There's a video on my channel actually about anhydrate, and it is a bloody nightmare. Oh, Daisy's. The flow of stop is much nicer than RXNA. Do you know of any differences between the two? Yes. I would say stopgap 1200 acts almost like a water mix, where you sort of push it out. You know, when you're in the trowel, you're sort of pushing it out around, and it sort of does find its own flow. You know, it's still not a self-leveler. Builders always say self-leveling. It is a smooth-moving compound, but it does work really well. NA, you've kind of got to be a plasterer, you know, to put it out. It's pretty good. The tensile strength between them, so the nuke strength, I think that there's only probably 5 newtons in it. I did research it because I had an argument with a guy about it. I do think that the stopgap is not as strong as the NA, and that's a good thing if you're going over a diesel. You don't want it stronger, but it's not much. There's a small margin there. I thought there was a lot bigger, so that's why I'm saying can't use NA for diesel residues when they're really gooey, because it's going to pull it off. You go over a little bit, but not loads. And he was saying yes it can, and then I read up on it and I was wrong, and I had to eat humble pie really. They're virtually the same, but there is a slight difference of strength there. We do use... what's this stuff called? I can't remember. There's so many different other brands out there. Much cheaper as well. But you want to go with the main brands if you want to guarantee your work. And you know, Ardex and Ball and Young is sort of like they're the two top ones, you know. So there we go. Yeah. I don't any other differences between them really. No. So here we go. Back to the questions on here. What do you think of the underlay? Is it better than a non-branded 10mm underlay? Well, this underlay, I don't know if it's 10mm, I think it's like 9. I think they call it 9mm. But is it better? It depends on what non-branded it is, because it's still a brand, because it's made by somebody. But are we talking floor-wise, maybe? Floor-wise, some of theirs are really good. I mean, the sort of like top layer, which is typically paper, but they're not cloth now. Is a lot stronger on some of the floor-wise, but the problem with floor-wise is they roll it right to the end. So you have about 2 foot of rubbish, really, because you can't lay it out, because it rolls back up and it's super thin. I don't know why they do that, but they roll it up pretty small, and that's quite annoying, really. But yeah, I mean, it really depends. It's very hard to answer. It's a good underlay. We're talking about cozy. So cozy is made by the same people who make Cloud9, it's sort of their cheap range. But yeah, it's alright. It does what it does. Back in the day when it first came out, it was amazing. Super thick. I mean, what I mean by thick is not thickness. I mean denseness. It's really dense, and you stand on it, feel the cushion. It was the same as Cloud9, really. But then Cloud9's gone downhill. I mean, that delaminates. There's so many, you get 10 rows and 2 of those rows of delaminate, so you can't pull that down. Delaminate means that the paper on top, so with the writing, comes away from the backing. Okay, so that is the backing, comes away from the cushioning underneath, which is made by sofa cushion, chop sofa cushion. I don't know, glue them together, I don't know, probably heat, I think. So yeah. I mean,
That's wife's on phone. So apologies for that. So yeah, 10mm underlay is underlay really, as long as it's this PU underlay, which is, like I said, self-cushions, is pretty good. It's 10mm. At the end of the day, it's just the denseness. So when you step on it, just crunch down. Maybe 10mm thickness, sort of height, but not in dense. Okay. So. This was one of my walking on cloud nine, which is a short. So I've been making a few shorts recently. And this guy says, why don't you spray it down? It won't go anywhere. Well, that's fine because I'm actually using a stapler. So the reason why we use a stapler in flooring is because of money. Now, a box of staples, right, it's probably about £5, about £5, and a box of staples could probably staple 5 to 10 houses, depending on the size of them and how many stairs we've got. I mean, you can go for reams on stairs. So for a £5, you can do about 10 houses. Now, a tin of spray, if you're buying it in bulk, £3. So tin of spray. So say two tins of that spray for one box of staples. Now you're going to tell me you can spray 5 to 10 houses with 2 tins of spray? Nah. It ain't happening. Especially on the stairs, you ain't gonna get halfway down those stairs without running out of spray, are you? So you know, say on average, 2 tins of spray will spray your underlay down on a whole house. So it's 10 times more expensive then, isn't it? Yeah. To spray than it is to staple. Because if you staple between 5 and 10 houses, but you can only do one house with 2 tins of spray with the same price. Makes sense, does it? I mean, yeah, it won't go anywhere. I mean, I've sprayed underlay down many times, and I do when you're talking about a concrete floor. So say a concrete floor, you can't put a staple in it. And what do? You spray it now. You know, and yeah, I suppose you don't want the staple mark divots in your carpet. That's a good way, but it's all to do with price. Everything's to do with price. You're gonna spend 10 times more money just because you don't want to staple it. Plus it takes longer, doesn't it? Just pull it back, spray the back of the underlay, get it stick. I mean, some of these sprays take a couple of minutes to go off and grab. You know, some of the cheaper ones. So it's going to take you time. It's going to cost you 10 times more money. Why would you do it? Isn't it? Crazy. All right. So there's the spray one. Alright, good videos, thanks for sharing. I got some tiles from my shed. Will they be okay on a shed wooden floor, meaning I don't need to put anything underneath? Facts. Well, if we're talking about tiles, what tiles are we talking about? It's the carpet tiles. So carpet tiles have bitumen. Can't say that. Bitumen. On the back end, which is the same thing as when they put bitumen floors down, which basically is impervious to water, and that's why they put them in offices. So when you drop your coffee, it just soaks into the tile. My tile, it's not going to go through the tile and underneath. It's going to sit on top. So the same thing's going to happen if you put it in a shed. Yeah. It's a pretty good thing to have, but then. Like anything that you put down in your shed, if you've got damp, which you will have damp coming up, it's a barrier to stop damp coming into your shed, and as long as there's airflow, that damp disappears. But if there isn't airflow, that damp's going to sit on that wood and rot your floor out. But that's true with anything, and that's why in houses you have damp membranes, or viscous screens, they call it. The plastic sheet they put down. Or painted on. We do a lot of that where we paint on damp membranes.
You know, back in the day, they were metal containers, and you had a red one, and you had a green one, and you had two different colours because you would put down either the red or green first, and then you know when you do a second coat, so you always have two coats. There's a big echo from your side. Thanks for waiting. Big echo. I've got echo. Oh, bugger. How do I fix it? Minimize this. Alright, I'm just going into my OBS. Give me a sec. Echo. I'm hoping. Oh, wait a minute. That webcam. There you go. Is that fixed? The webcam's got audio as well, so it probably picked that up as well. I'm hoping that fixed it. Could you let me know? Let me just... Alright. Did that fix it? Please let me know. Yes! Oh, good. Like I say, I'm very new to this. Very new to this. So, like I was saying, so damp-proof membrane, we used to have a red and a green one, and they would be in metal tubs. All good, thanks. So it would be in metal tubs, and you would paint on, or you would basically use a trowel, and you would put it all down. So you put the red one down, and then you use a roller as you're going, and you roller it flat. So you use a trowel with teeth, put it down, and then roller it so it's nice and flat, and do it all over. Go away, come back the next day. Next day you put the green one down, and because they're two different colours, you know if you've done a proper second coat because they're two different colours and they cover each other. So then you put the green one down. But what you don't do is you don't mix it up in that metal tin and put the lid on with anything left, because that thing's gonna go bang and the lid's gonna go flying. It heats up. It's like a chemical reaction. So what you want to do, and what we used to do, is just pour it out. So we'll find a skip somewhere or find some old carpet, and we'll just pour it out and try and smooth it out, anything left over, because it will heat up and it will heat in that tub. And I've seen bottoms of tubs melted before, not metal ones but plastic ones. So yeah, that's damp proofing. Don't know why I started going on about damp proofing, but yeah, damp proofing. Here we go, here we go. Look at this, here we go. NB Floors. Thanks, NB Floors. This is 50,000 times people say, always undercut, much neater. Well, I can sort of argue with there, because I can cut it around the door frame perfect, okay? And you can undercut it, that's fine, and I have undercut it in the past, and I will in the future when I've got like 50,000 doorways to cut around, just to make it easier for myself. But there's one thing, you've got to have a brand new blade, otherwise you burn the architraves. So when you're cutting out the architraves, you burn them. You've got to have a steady hand, and you've got to have it as flat as you can, because I've seen so many fitters where they're cutting it and it starts going up, and they're cutting and they go up and they cut so much out the architrave, and when you put the tile under, there's a gap, or they burn it because the blade's dead, and MDF burns very easily and it all goes black around the bottom. And then the customers are like, why is my architrave all black, and why does that paint look like it's peeling, and why does it all look bitty? And that's because you undercut it. That's, you know, that's fine. I've got a video on my channel where my mate's got it's called a jab saw. So it's a circular saw. So instead of one of those multi-tools, you've got a circular saw and you can put it under. I mean, that's pretty cool. I would love one, but I can't afford that. So yeah, it's the age-old thing of you should undercut. But the reason why I don't, and the reason why I show you that I don't, is because if you learn how to cut around a door frame, so an intricate one, a square one, whatever door frame, if you learn how to cut that without undercutting it, and it's perfect, then when you undercut it, it's an easy day. But if you go to a place and all you know is how to undercut door frames and make it nice and easy for you, and you don't keep up with cutting around those door frames, perfect. A customer's going to say, I don't want you to touch my door frames, I don't want you undercutting them. You know, you could be in a listed building. Around here we have metal door frames and you can't cut around those, because you know, you can't cut underneath them. So if you learn how to do it right, then everywhere else, like where you can undercut them, is an easy day for you. But if you learn how to do it the hardest way, you still got it. So why would you just want to undercut everything and not learn how to do it perfect first? Because then you can cut corners by undercutting it, that's fine. But what's the point me just undercutting the door frame and just showing you how I fit it square under a door frame? It's not hard, is it? You know? So I have this same thing all the time. Why don't you undercut? And that's why. Because it's too easy. You know, and it does wreck the bottom if you haven't got a decent blade. And my mate's jab saw, he's not used it many times because that blade died pretty quick. You know, that it was a long nose jab saw, so it was like an angle grinder on its side where you can just jab it in and it just cut the bottom of the frames, which is pretty nice. He played a trick on me and drew something on the floor underneath it. So have a look at that video and you'll see what I mean by what he drew underneath the jab saw. But yeah, you can, but if you learn how to do it properly, everything else is easy days, isn't it? So there you go. Thanks, MB Floors. Here we go. Please stop the stupid, irritating music. People viewing videos on laying carpet tiles for content. My ears are getting old, and to catch all the spoken info, I maybe play a little louder. The canned music that you maybe see as background, it just up front noise that I must attempt to forcibly ignore and listen through. Believe me, it adds nothing and makes the videos impossible to watch. I could type this response for many channels, but mostly just hit dislike and stop. Okay, so yes, I do have backing music, and yeah, I suppose it is quite annoying. It's called, what's it called? February. So I found it on a website where I can use it for free, so it was royalty free. And yes, I do put it on a few of my videos when sort of like other music's playing on those videos. So when I've recorded it, someone on site's got radio going, or say even a customer's talking to me and stuff, so I play that background music, sort of drown it out, and then I talk over it with the mic here. But yeah, I mean, it is quite annoying. It's repetitive, I know. I suppose I might do a poll. Should I do a poll like in the future and ask if you like the background music or not, if I can get rid of it? Yeah, probably. Here we go. Here we go, D. I'm glad you're still here. Thanks, mate. And D says, never cut the door frame, but nearly always cut the architraves for LVT, but a couple of courses with floor skills found them to be super helpful. Yeah, door frames, yeah, you kind of don't want to cut, but yeah, architraves is what I meant. But yeah, like I said, architraves are alright if you want to undercut them, undercut them. I'm not going to say you're not a floor layer if you undercut door frames. All I'm saying is, if you learn how to cut those door frames without undercutting it, and you can get them really good, then put that in your pocket. That's, you know, that's a good skill to have, that you can do door frames. I mean, I know loads of people who use paper. They sort of like template all the door frames with paper, and then they cut it and then they put it in, and it's still not right. So if you can get down a door frame and cut it perfect without undercutting it, put that in your pocket, job done. Bring it out when you have metal door frames, or you have door frames in listed buildings where they're saying you ain't touching them, you know, so you can always have that in your back pocket, ready to rock and roll. Alright? Yeah, exactly. It is quicker. It is quicker. I'm not going to say it's not, because it is. I mean, I use it occasionally. If I'm hard up against time, I'll go around and I'll undercut all the door frames, ready to rock and roll, and then I'll probably even glue half of it and just whack it in while the glue's going off. I'm putting it in under the door frames, because otherwise you've got to dry cut it, haven't you? And then put it back up, then glue it, you know. So, yeah. Door frames, nightmare. Door frames and backaloos are always a pain, aren't they? Thanks for this, buddy. I fitted a vinyl in my bathroom today using this video. I've never done it before. It's just perfect. Oh, it's not perfect, sorry, but I really messed up if it wasn't out for this tutorial. Ah, cool, Phil Bruce. That is why I do it. That's brilliant. Yeah, so that's the vinyl one where I show them how to cut it with a vinyl. Cut the vinyl. That's quality. That's good. See, it makes it all worthwhile, doesn't it? Oh, this is Gordon Gregg. This is the guy who actually donated to the channel. So this guy is my very first person who donated. What do you call it? A donatee? And yeah, and Gordon Gregg, if you're watching, thumbs up. Thanks very much for that. It did buy a pint. Thanks very much. And it says, do you have an Etsy? I don't have an Etsy, but I actually do have a I'm sort of starting out getting some like mugs with eggs on. I mean, it's pretty sad really, but if you've noticed, I have changed the logo on the channel as well. So that's me. That's a silhouette of me with eggs in my body, and it's got the knife. I got a knife in my hand, so it's me like that with the knife. So yeah, that's pretty good. That was fun to do, and I'm thinking about putting that on t-shirts just in case anybody wants to get them. But yeah, so that would be good. That's a Teesprings, so it'll be on Teesprings, which is fun, isn't it? I've actually got a hoodie on order which has got my company logo on the front, because I've got to wear my company logo, and on the back it's got that icon with EGGY FITS YT. You're not allowed to use the YouTube sort of play button, so I've just put YT, so that's going to be fun. Alright, we've got some comments. Gardamra, yo, there you go, boy. Have the new 12-volt Makita multi-tool with 6 AH batteries. 6 amps an hour. That is top quality. I think I've got a multi-tool, and I think it's only 5 amps an hour, and it's Makita. My favourite sort of tool I used to love, and I've got loads of, is Hitachi. Hitachi, I love it because it's green. That's all. Green's my favourite colour, so that's why a lot of on my channel, a lot of the words are green, because I love green. So yeah, Hitachi. Yeah, he is getting paid too much for 6 amps, I'll tell you. Yeah, 6 amps. My days, 5 I thought I was punching, but yeah, I got given the Makita. Like I said, I like Hitachi, but Hitachi, I think they've phased out or they've changed their name or something because I can't find any new stuff. So yeah. Ringing. Let's have a look. See about. All right, here we go. Here's another one. What compressor / nailer do you recommend? He's about to buy one. He's stuck between a couple. Okay, so the compressor that I use is the spot nailer staple compressor, which is a red one with pipes. So I had it in my last work.